Hi, this is Ankur from Only Gizmos. We are taking a look at the new Twitter. So Twitter 4.0 is out for iOS and Android, and what Twitter has now done is it has given a similar interface to its iOS application, iPhone application, Android application, and the web interface. So all to the same line. Previously, Twitter had bought out an iPhone application called Tweety, and that used to be the official Twitter application. It went free, and it was a pretty neat application. What Twitter has now done is roll out their own applications throughout all major platforms. So on the new Twitter, you would see you have your timeline as you would expect over here. Nice blue thick bar over here with the Twitter logo. The compose tweet screen is pretty much the same. You have mentions, hashtag, you have image, you can add your location, it gives you the word count. It's just the same as previous, so we won't go into this. But you would notice that if you want to reply to a tweet, so if I click to this tweet, to reply I have to come to this screen and then I have to reply to this. I have no way to just hold this tweet over here or just swipe on this and reply. So I have to click, go to a new screen and then reply. That's a major pain point for a lot of people who have used old Twitter. So let's have a look at how this was on old Twitter. So on a previous version of Twitter, or let's say Tweety, you could simply swipe on a tweet and you had all your options over here, right from attaching something to replying to options. And that is something which is missing on new Twitter, and power users have really hated the new Twitter for this reason. Apart from this, you would notice that old Twitter had 5 tabs below here and 4 tabs on the new one. So what Twitter has done is it has replaced your mentions tab with something called connect. So while mentions showed you all your Twitter mentions, you would notice that connect shows me people who are following me, people who have retweeted me, and then I have a tab over here which lets me see only my Twitter mentions. So that's a difference. Connect gets more dynamic. We believe this is a good addition. However, the direct messages option, which is third over here on the old Twitter, it goes away on the new Twitter, and you have something called discover. Discover is where you are seeing your promoted tweets and stories from Twitter. You also have the trending list and whom to follow suggestions over here. We believe that this is something people might not like in new Twitter. You had a search tab which was dedicated before, which gave you the trends as well as a search option. However, now all you have is discover. So discover, or let's say promoted stories and trends, get much more value in new Twitter. And your direct messages are pushed under a tab called me. So under me you have your profile, your tweets, your following, followers, the numbers, the statistics. You have your direct messages options right below it, and then you have your drafts, your lists, and you have options, your settings, switch accounts, so in case you have multiple Twitter accounts set up over here. So that's a major change. Again, over here the navigation and the options that are thrown in right below the panel. You would notice that in old Twitter you had an accounts tab over here to quickly switch between different accounts that you are operating. You don't have that option over here, so you have to go into me, switch accounts, and then make a switch. Again, something power users who use multiple accounts regularly using the Twitter app might not appreciate. All in all, we believe that solutions like Tweetbot might be a better solution for you if you really are a power user on Twitter. For new users, this might be a clean, simple interface, gives them much more communication options with Connect, but we believe that the old Twitter still was better.